Oh no, I'm not built for this. Hi, my name is Cody, and I want to tell you my coming out story. Whether you want to know it or not, you can click off this video if you don't want to know. That's fine. I don't really care. Just casually meditating on the fact that I'm doing this right now. And I don't, I think I did get to a point where I thought that I was done with coming out, like transitioning and everything. But I think it's kind of a journey that never ends. At least for me, that's how it's been. And so I don't know what to tell you. If you're hoping that it's going to be like a quick and fast and easy and simple journey, you might be the one that has a really quick, easy, wonderful coming out story that ends and doesn't continue for the rest of your life. But I have a feeling that that's not the case. Step number one of coming out was being born. I was assigned female at birth, and I also don't think it's necessary for someone as a trans person to be like, oh yeah, I knew I was a boy from birth, or I knew I was like different from birth. Because it doesn't, sometimes our minds just don't work that. I didn't know that trans people existed. Can you just love me and support me for a second? I was very sheltered, and I don't know, I didn't encounter queer people, or I wasn't aware of them. I'm sure they were around living their best life. I just didn't know. I didn't know. And I don't blame myself for that. I don't blame anyone for that. So fast forward to high school. Well, before that, I will say, I do remember being like, wow, that girl's really pretty, or like that girl with the headband. There's a girl out there with a headband that in like 3rd grade, I was in love with you. But also I didn't know that that's what was happening. Fast forward to high school, I am in my once upon a time phase. Big time. Well, it started in 8th grade with Josh Dallas. And then suddenly I was very into Ginnifer Goodwin. I was like, wow, I wish I was her. So I got a pixie cut. Here's the real tea. I came out as a lesbian when I was 16 to my friends, and then to my mom, and then eventually to my dad, and then to the rest of my extended family. I knew that I liked girls. I had not yet kissed a girl. It did not matter. I knew that I was attracted to women. Hi. I love you so much. You're so good. He's all about me right now. And usually he's not about me at all. And he is all about me right now because I'm trying to do something that does not involve him. So yeah, I came out, and the reception was good. It wasn't a big deal at my school, which was nice. I started dating one of my close friends. We only dated for a month. I'm not going to go into details about that relationship, but I still think she's a very cool person, and it was a very emotionally involved relationship, and I did not handle that well because I was emotionally unavailable. So anyways, yeah, I dated. It wasn't a big deal. People knew that we were dating. People knew when we broke up. My family was mostly just surprised. And looking back, I just have pure compassion for them because I understand why they were surprised. To them, it probably came out of nowhere. Even though, like, I remember printing a picture of Rose and Rosie kissing at CVS, and like my mom seeing it. So I don't know how she didn't. Did anyone else grow up with Rose and Rosie? Shout out to Rose and Rosie. I love you. You guys are amazing. But yeah, they were mostly surprised, and it took some time for them to come around to the idea, but they did eventually. Fast forward to freshman year of college, I have my first kiss. It's with a girl. I take that as a win. I take that as a win, and I love that for me. This is so weird. This is so weird. It's weird, right? It's weird. Freshman year, have my first kiss. Yes, I was 18 when I had my first kiss. Yes, I was thoroughly embarrassed by this fact to the point that I think I lied to my friends and said that I had already kissed someone, which I'm sorry to my friends. I'm sorry that I was not able to be vulnerable with you. And looking back, 18 is still very young, and also there is no timeline for things like that. You can be 30 and not have kissed anyone, and that does not make you broken. That does not make you anything other than the wonderful person you are on a life journey that has different timelines depending on the person and the life experience. There is no timeline for that sort of thing. There's my little preaching for the day. My foot is asleep. Freshman year. A lot of my journey comes from YouTubers, actually. And so it seems only fitting that I would create a YouTube video. Even if like 2 people watch it, I still feel like, you know, I owe it to YouTube. I started watching Miles McKenna. He was just starting to transition, and I was like, oh, that's a thing. And it very much resonated with me, but I didn't have exactly an epiphany about like being trans or anything. But I did immediately purchase a chest binder and started binding. And I also tried to masculinize. I tried to mask up my name, and I was like, hey friends, wouldn't it be cool if we started using this name for me instead of this name? And they were like, nah, that's not happening. Because I didn't convey to them that I was like, it was like a gender thing, exploration thing. They just thought I was trying to like get a nickname, which is something I would do. So fair enough to them. And I didn't communicate with them, so I hold nothing against my friends for not using that name. I kind of gave up on that. I continued to bind off and on for the rest of my college career. But junior year, I started to get very depressed. I just remember headline after headline after headline about trans people and just feeling like, oh my God, it's never gonna be safe to come out. Like, I remember thinking that. At this point, I had experimented with a name, and I actually landed on Cody. I was writing stories, and the main character was named Cody, and I realized that it was kind of like a self-insert. Like, I really was Cody in that situation. I was just kind of writing and imagining a different life for myself. The name just kind of stuck. It made sense to me. Junior year, my friends started calling me Cody. My teacher started calling me Cody, and I came out to my parents after some therapy, some counseling, to help motivate me to do that because I was so terrified. Again, surprised. They were very surprised. So I was using he, him pronouns. I legally changed my name to Cody. I legally changed my gender to male. Fun fact, when I changed my name, it was in a super red county, so very Republican county, and the judge looked like a scary middle-aged white man, and he ended up being so kind and like told me to follow my dreams and was like, you absolutely should live your life how you want to live it. And it was just like so heartwarming because I was expecting, I don't know, some sort of undertone of like, you're disgusting. And maybe that's my own internal bullshit that I need to work on. But the judge was amazing. And so I got really lucky, especially in the times that we are in now. It is probably infinitely more scary to come out, and in a way maybe easier just because there are more people that are out. I'm not going to speak on that. That's not really my business because I came out when I came out and whatever. Oh, I started testosterone my junior year of college. So I was 19, about to turn 20. And I will insert some voice change videos here.
Hi, my name is Cody, and this is my voice 2 weeks on T.
Hi, my name is Cody, and this is my voice 2 months on T.
Ow! He just bit me. It's been 5 years since I graduated. I am now out as non-binary. I use they, them pronouns. It's been a journey. Basically, I spent the last 2 years kind of experimenting with expression and thinking about what best defined me. And I kind of decided that no label was the label for me. And that's kind of what I think non-binary is to me. Obviously, to other people, there are a bunch of different terms under the non-binary umbrella. That's what this was, an umbrella. I'm just me. I identify as pansexual, so I am attracted to any and all genders. I really just wanted to make this video because I didn't think I was gonna have to come out as many times as I did. And I want to say to my younger self and to other people who may be experiencing something similar that it's okay and that you are still loved and valued and worthy as a person, no matter what label you are, and no matter if you change your label 100 times or you never change it once. It does not matter. Life is complicated, identity is complicated, and we really need to just set ourselves free to be able to experiment and to try labels on and not be super attached to them. Of course, the dream is for us to not really have to come out. We can just be who we are and have it not be a big deal. But at the same time, there's something beautiful about it being a big deal and about having pride in who we are. Key takeaways from my journey. I had a lot of shame around my gender specifically and my body and how those intersected. I think the key is to be gentle with yourself. You deserve gentleness. It says gentle right here because I need that reminder every day. Be gentle, be self-compassionate. We really are our own worst critics sometimes. I was basically bullying myself, and I've just kind of come out of not doing that. Come out. But yeah, if I would say anything, I would say be gentle. You know, it's a journey. It's not a linear step-by-step progression. It's often like a galaxy of different experiences, interconnected. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that it's okay. It's okay however you express yourself, and as long as you're not hurting anyone or yourself, it's okay. I'm sending my love to you if you're watching this and you're on the journey of coming out as well, whether you're 10 years into it like I am. Oh, that made me feel old. 20 years, 30 years, a year, 2 weeks, whatever part of the journey you're on. I'm sending so much love to you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day and that you remember to be kind to yourself. Bye.